Today, we're getting into some of the best owned Karen moments of all time. So without any further ado, let's get right into it.
This Karen thinks the laws doesn't apply to her.
Yeah, but as long as you're in the sovereign states of the United States, you will abide by the rules and laws.
See,
and you have certain protection.
A free inhabitant is they are allowed to. They're free people. They have all of the rights of a U.S. citizen without following any of their laws.
Well, that would just be pure anarchy if that were the case.
No, because we're peaceful people. We're peaceful people. So call your superior.
Well, it's going to take a couple hours or so for somebody to come down.
Well, just
and that's
call
not going to
them.
happen right now.
At this point, this Karen should consider becoming a lawyer, since clearly she knows all about the laws.
Committing.
What's that?
What crime have I been suspected of committing?
You have no brake lights.
Is that a crime, officer?
It is. Give me your license.
According to People versus Battle, traffic infractions are not crimes.
Give me your license.
Unless there's been a crime committed, officer, I'm not showing my
ID.
ID.
Been committed, and I need to see your driver's
Where's
license.
the corpus delicti?
I need to see your driver's license.
Is there an injured party, sir?
I'm not asking you.
Is there an injured party?
I'm not asking you.
This Karen got caught red-handed, but she didn't want to admit it.
I have it on my camera. I have everything. And, I mean, and don't tell me you're on directions.
No, I'm not on directions. It's my damn neighborhood. Do you really have nothing else better to do?
You're gonna get pulled over. You're gonna pull over into the BP lot.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. Yes, Karen, you do need to wear a mask to the bank.
I'll say, if they ask you to leave, you have to leave.
My money's in this bank, and I'm going to take it out.
Well, then you have to abide by the rules, and you have to have a mask on.
This is a state.
It's not. Businesses have the right to refuse service, even if you're not wearing a mask. That's their choice.
My money out.
Awesome. Well, you need to go and get a mask and then take your money out. You're not allowed to do.
I've been waiting here.
Ma'am, listen, we're going to do this the easy way or the hard way.
What are you going to do? Arrest me?
Yes, for intruding on premises.
This Karen called the cops because an employee told her to wear a mask.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, as per the 1964 Civil Rights Act, I cannot be discriminated against. I do have a right to be able to breathe O2, not CO2, and I am being discriminated against right now at a store. So,
are you calling to report something then?
Yes, that I am not being allowed into the store because I'm being discriminated against.
Because you would not like to wear a mask?
Discriminated against, and what store are you at?
You know, Karen should stop acting surprised that stores don't want to serve them.
Money. And now he's giving the money back. No explaining.
Back,
no explaining.
Want the money.
No explaining. No. It's time to go. We literally gave you money, so it's not shoplifting. And you're trying to give the money back.
I appreciate that you're wanting to give me back the money.
Your name.
That's not how it works.
It's not how it works. I gave you legal tender.
Karens also have a tendency to be racist. Check this out.
Security guards and customers at the Pavilion's parking lot in West Hollywood prevented this woman, identified as 37-year-old Kashmir Duran, and her father from leaving. Witnesses said she assaulted a female security guard and shouted racial slurs.
Keep on using the N-word. Keep on using the N-word.
I'm going nowhere.
The incident happened Monday morning. Natasha Lawson is a security guard. She says the pair was initially arguing amongst themselves outside the store, and when she went to...
Karens have their own book of laws, and apparently the police doesn't know anything about it.
They can ask you to leave.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Is it a law? What's the federal law that prevents me from wearing a face mask? Federal law.
Not federal.
Okay,
State
so
law.
you don't know.
State order.
No, the law. Right?
State order.
No. The law. The law, because I'm going to get your badge number and I'm going to sue you as well.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the
A
federal
business
law
can ask you to leave for any reason.
that prevents me from wearing a face mask?
They don't have to provide you service.
Do they serve the public? Do I pose any threat medically or?
She doesn't want the police officer to come into the gate, you know.
EKA.
EKA.
Do not come into the gate unless you have permission to come into the gate.
CAMPBEL.
Do not come into the gate.
Can you spell Campbell for me?
Unless you have permission to come into the gate.
Can you spell Campbell
No,
for
I
me?
cannot. Do not come into the gate unless you
What's
have
your
permission
birthday,
to come into
Kamika?
the gate. I'm not giving you my birthday.
I need
Do
your
not
birthday.
come into the gate. You've come into this gate without permission.
You're gonna get cited if
I
you
don't
keep
give a
Now, this one is the most stereotypical example of a Karen. Like, she is the exact definition. I mean, she even has the haircut.
Hand off of me. Take your hand off of me. Take your hand off of me. I don't want your hand off of me. You're violating my personhood. I have my First Amendment rights. Look at this. You get this? You get this? I'm asking him to take his hand off of me. He has no right to kidnap me. This is kidnapping. You are. Let go of me. Let go of me.
Karens have the lungs of steel. They have so much power. But the real question is, can they beat Goku?
Oh my god, this is happening.
Oh, look at that. Another male Karen. And surprise, surprise, he also hates masks. But I mean, he does want his sandwich though, so okay.
She already served it, so.
Sir, I'm not going to serve you. I'm sorry. I need you to go.
No, I want my sandwich.
I'm sorry. I want you to
I want my sandwich!
I want you to wear a mask.
No, I'm not wearing a mask.
Okay.
I need to breathe.
Okay.
Wearing a mask.
What do I get for you?
Karens come in all shapes and sizes, and this one claims to be a musician.
We have video.
And your
Because
name,
that's
then?
what that's what my name is Kellyanne Wolf. I'll give you my name.
Okay, you have a business card?
No, I don't have a business card. And I don't need to
Do
provide
you have
one.
Instagram? Do you have Facebook?
I'm all over the place. I'm a musician and a very popular.
Oh yes, finally. This Karen said the most Karen phrase ever, you know, the magic words. I want to speak to your manager.
Chill out. Don't go close. Leave me alone.
What are you gonna have me locked up for?
I'll have you.
Raised you? Like, who raised you?
Don't worry who raised me.
Who
raised you? What the hell are you? I don't care who you are. Leave me the alone. Do you live here?
Right now.
Do you live in Jericho? Where the hell are you from?
Don't worry about
No,
it.
I don't
worry
care.
about
Leave
it.
me alone.
Don't worry
Shut
about
up. Shut the
Maybe we go.
Go ahead. Want to fight? Yeah. Want to fight with me? Leave me the alone. That's what I want to do. I've been telling him for about 10 minutes. Are you the manager here? Are you the manager? I want to speak to the manager.
This Karen will be one heck of an actor. I mean, someone get her an agent, please.
Can you explain to me calmly?
No, because you're attacking me right now.
I'm not attacking you. Ma'am, you flicked me off.
You're ready to take it. No.
Karen, you flipped me off. You cut me off and flipped me off, and now you're playing the victim. Ma'am, would you like to calm down?
No, you're attacking me right now.
Calm down and have a conversation. Why you... Am I attacking her?
Ashley's asking.
Oh, really?
Are you on a new medication at all?
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. Is there anything that's
Who are
changed?
you, Hastings?
I'm an officer of Portland Police. I'm an ECIT officer.
Oh, really? And you're really an expert.
Well, I mean, I'm not a...
It was funny how some cops asked Karen if she was on some type of medication, since she was acting like a psycho.
I know you do not want to do it. I know this guy doesn't want to do it, but unfortunately you have to follow these fools' rules, right?
If it's part of their policy that you have to wear a
Yeah,
mask,
so
then you gotta wear a
force
mask.
me out.
They're really gonna do
You're
this,
gonna
so-
make, yes, you're going to
Because at
have
that
to
point-
drag me out.
At that point, you can.
This is what you are doing.
At a parent-teacher meeting, a parent refused to wear a mask, and even after the police came for help, he kept giving a lame excuse to the officers, which was quite funny.
Wrong. I was out of Urbanic on where the Valvoline is.
Here's what I can
No,
tell
where
you.
the
I'm not.
Valvoline is.
I don't determine who's at fault. The
Okay,
insurance
but I'm
company
just
does
telling
that.
you where the Valvoline is.
Okay.
Is where I was at, and I was going straight, and he crossed over to get in the lane to turn up this way.
So Karen hits someone else's car and completely loses it after a while. She even threatened to break the cop's hilarious arm.
Oh!
I'm not even gonna do that. Slap around my handcuffs. Don't cut my back.
Miss Karen thought it was okay being held down by the police and was having fun. At least her laugh hinted so.
That's it. No, let me see the back. I'll let you go. Please show me the back. I'll let you go. Show me the back. Did you pay for all of that? Where's the receipt? Did you pay for it?
This male got offended by the pride movement happening on the other side of the road. It was funny how he had to face the police officer in the end.
Sell me some cigarettes.
Dog!
Okay, then you're gonna deal with it.
It's a private park until daytime. The city owns it. It's closed.
It's not a private park, it's a public park.
It is public and we can close it and we're closing it.
Okay.
Sarah's in the car right now, handcuffed. Her kids are somewhere on the playground. They don't care. They handcuffed her and are arresting her for standing near a playground at Kleiner Park. This is happening right now.
I made sure they argued with the police officer when they were asking them to leave. It was funny how they all ended up in jail anyway.
Airport here!
That's not
Who saw him choking? Who saw him choke me to the ground? Who saw me?
I saw you run through the door when you weren't supposed to, and
He
I saw him
choked me
push
to
you
the
out
ground.
the door.
You deserve it.
I'm pretty sure you're mistaken.
In a dress!
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo!
Not helping.
Excuse me?
I want the manager of the airport here!
This lady came drunk to an airport, and when the cops confronted her, she went crazy. It was funny since she was drunk.
Is that why you're harassing me?
Not harassment. I am enforcing the law.
I have a right to record the police when they're harassing me.
By all means, but you can't do it while you're driving.
I wasn't texting or none of that.
Do you have that
you
picture?
scared me and made me think you were going to murder me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, that's not just a feeling.
This lady thought it was okay to break the law. The funny part was she was arguing with the cops over this.
Pull all the way up, please. Thank you.
May I ask what else you're pulling me over for?
Nothing, ma'am.
Okay, so then am I getting a citation?
Yes, ma'am.
Under Ohio State law, you can only pull me over for texting if there's another offense and give me a ticket.
Well, I've done this 20 years, and you're wrong.
I just looked at it.
Well,
Except for the city of Dublin.
You need to look up the city of Columbus, ma'am. This is the code I'm going to actually give you. It's 2131.
This other time, a lady misbehaved with the traffic cop, and she had the guts to curse him, which was pretty funny since she could get arrested for this.
Mile per hour zone.
Hi, ma'am. Do you have your driver's license, registration?
I do.
I wasn't speeding.
The driver, ma'am.
I don't want to be filmed.
Well, you're in public, ma'am. I don't need your permission. As an American citizen.
I do need you Jews too need my permission to film me.
So you're an attorney?
No, but I have a friend.
Stop here. You're impeding the flow of traffic. There's cars coming right behind you. You can't stop here. You're impeding the flow of traffic. There's cars here. If you want to discuss anything, you need to pull off the road.
So she does.
It was hilarious how this woman was at fault, yet chased down the police to confront them about her fine. Not so tough now, huh?
Slap. Come on, slap.
I don't think anything could have prepared her for this.
Concern. Start talking about school choice in the black community. If you really are concerned, start talking about the decimation of the black family. which I don't hear. Do not be manipulated by people that are using you as a political tool so that you can keep your own people suppressed.
Imagine going into an argument with no evidence.
Give me the most blatant racist example you can come up with right now.
I think you could probably find evidence that, in general, cops are more willing to shoot if the perpetrator is black.
What's your data
than white?
What's your basis for saying that? Last year...
Well, look, I know a lot of people would say, look what's going on in Chicago.
I know what they would say.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what...
Tell me you're not a Trump supporter without telling me you're not one.
Looking forward to releasing this video. Because I just want to purchase something for...
Stand your racist mother.
Racist?
Yeah.
It's true. Right? I'm not a racist.
I got my store, he won't leave. He's wearing some Trump bullshit, got some racist bullshit all up in his head and shit. I'm not serving anyone that has to do with that.
Milo does not pull any punches.
You'll notice it took them an enormously long time to pipe up because nothing I was saying was remotely objectionable until I addressed them and said they don't care about black people, exposing them. Until I drew attention to their hypocrisy, they had fuck all to say. Nothing to say.
This SJW got completely stumped.
His children, they aren't fully American. They plan to kick him out.
Pretty sure that all these people moved here legally, though.
Okay, so you're saying that just because...
It's funny how the smallest things can trigger an SJW.
He's completely freaking out. We're allowed to film whatever, you know? Support a political candidate?
You're not allowed to share hate language in the university.
I'm saying make America great. What is hate language about? You don't care. I want to hear.
Make America great again means make America all for white people, no immigrants, no people of different sexual orientations.
His wife is an immigrant.
This is a bit too much, don't you think?
Every single Trump supporter has a full legal name attached to a social security number with a place of residence, an employer, and classes. That information is easy to find online.
This is an SJW crying for Hillary.
George, I think one of the things we're seeing, we've all talked on how unpopular both of these candidates were, how high their dislikability was, and how untrusted they both were. What it looks like has developed is that they...
This SJW didn't even have a prayer.
So we should just let people who are, in your opinion, inherently bad run amok with no checks?
No, that's what's so beautiful about the Constitution. Bad people are going to try to corrupt their power, and we have checks and balances against them. So you just said something I never said. That's why we have an electoral college. That's why we have a House of Representatives. That's why we have a Supreme Court. That's why we have 3 branches of government. That's why the states created the federal government. That's why if a president gets out of power, he can be impeached and removed of office. That's
all you have to ask is why? Just why?
There's a lot of air up in there, isn't there? You guys aren't making yourself look good. No one's going to support you after seeing this. Okay. Very cool. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much.
SJWs are the biggest hypocrites.
Yes!
This Karen got caught stealing from a local business.
I'm not a thief! Yes, you are. Why are you fighting so bad? Why are you fighting like a thief? No, I'm not. Yeah, you are. We caught you stealing from a family business, you thief. Put your mask on, thief. Don't put your mask on. Don't start. Don't. You ain't going anywhere. You ain't going anywhere, thief.
Not that I can see, but I don't know.
Yeah, let her go. Let her go. Yeah, crying out because you're caught.
This Karen curses at some strangers and then uses the kids' bop as an excuse.
Calm down.
It's okay, I'm sorry.
He apologized.
It's my fault.
He apologized.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what? That didn't upset me. But the ass hoe Sorry. that told me to calm down. What I'd like you to do is apologize instead of being a bitch.
You're calling me sorry, but you're calling me a bitch. So set an example.
I'm sorry. My kids can't hear me calling
Your window's open.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
Don't you just love it when some random woman wants to steal your recycling bin?
Ma'am, but you.
But this is not
that's
yours,
not
though.
yours.
This is not yours.
What are you talking about?
Here, get this, Maurice, because she ain't finna snatch nothing out my hand.
You may take your recycling bin, but the rest is mine. But it's not yours.
You just walked up on the property and decided that you was gonna take some stuff.
Do you have a receipt for it?
No.
Do you have a receipt for it?
Actually, I do.
Okay, well, I need to see that thing.
Okay, well,
Right along with the police, too.
I will give you the receipt.
Why are Karens always so mean to the store employees?
Somewhere else. Who do I complain about first? Give me the number.
No, you can call our store number.
What's your store number?
On the top of the receipt.
Yes, over there.
Who? You want a manager to talk to me? You bring your manager here.
You get up.
If you want to talk to me, you bring your manager here, you idiot, or go speak Chinese with your other staff. Talk to me somewhere else. Get him somewhere else. What the hell is going on?
Shoving your phone in someone's face is a great way to deal with mild annoyance.
How are you? Nice. I love Karens. Karens are so amazing. You are beautiful, Karen.
Pictures of the backyard.
Oh, Karen, you are beautiful.
So are you.
Oh, Karen.
Oh.
Karen. Karen.
Everyone knows that Karens crave attention, so stopping in the middle of the road isn't unusual. Can someone get this woman an exorcist?
How much assholes are in the world? I need help! I need to get somewhere. Someone give me a car ride! Someone give me a ride! Someone give me a ride!
Why do Karens go outside and harass people? Like, do they really have nothing better to do?
Do you pay taxes here, Mom? Actually, I do. Thank you. You do? Thank you. Okay, good. Okay.
Anyway, are you literally gonna stay there watching us the whole entire time?
So you go to a parker away from my property. How's that?
We're literally away from your property. Oh my goodness gracious, Lord. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh my God. Is she literally a kid? She's literally... Seriously. Why do we need a proof point? We don't need anything to do with you.
This woman should run her own conspiracy theory YouTube channel.
It's so stupid simple. It's not even funny. It's stupid simple. But we have... I'm sorry. I know that's an offensive word. And I'm not trying to talk down on people with Down syndrome. But that's what these people are. These people are so stupid and ignorant. They cannot put something common sense in place, like spending the $14 billion of El Chapo drug money to build our wall. It's nonsense. See, that's how stupid.
This Karen really told some random person to go and enjoy America.
You are a joke. Have a good one. Have a good one. You are a joke. I'm looking forward to Ossoff winning. I do appreciate America.
This woman hurt someone and is choosing not to speak in English for some reason.
Yes, you cry now? All the time laughing and came here and make it.
That's her friend. Do you know her? Did she do you something to you? She did nothing to her. Can you keep walking, please? Can you keep walking? Listen, I talk with whatever language I want. Alright? If I want to talk in English, and keep your hands up.
Karens also seem to have the tendency to miss their flight.
Supposed to be on a flight to Memphis. Oh my God. Our connection was delayed.
We're at L24. Can you please open the gate?
Girl, she is on the mic right now. This is like public freakout level.
Hey yo, I almost spit out my water when she said that last phrase.
Trista, who are, like, you're not even in this. You're like 18 doors up.
He's having you, everybody! Is she not yelling at me?
I know, my honey, I can't help your mom's a crazy.
Do you want to go there?
Alright, let me get this straight. This Karen is upset because his plants are, overgrown?
My property. Leave. Right now.
Why are you recording me?
Because you're on my property. You need to leave.
I'm gonna record you too?
Oh, big deal. You need to leave. Leave.
I'm gonna record you.
Get off my property, please.
Your plants are
Ma'am?
overgrown.
I don't care. Get off my property.
I'm going to I'm sending pictures to the HOA.
Get off my
all of your
property.
rubbish on the side of the road.
If you want to take
Don't
pictures,
put your hands on me.
I didn't
Don't
touch
touch
you.
me.
If you want to take pictures, you
Don't
have to be
touch
on
me.
the side of the road. Get off of me. You need to leave.
Don't push me to the side of the road.
I'm not touching you. My hand.
Apparently, this Karen thinks it's illegal to film TikToks.
You want me to talk to someone about pursuing something with you since it's illegal what you just did? You can talk to security if you want. Okay, let's go. Let's go do that.
Oh, I'm not following you. You can tell them what I look like or something.
Okay, that sounds good. So I'll just get a picture of you. Very nice. And I will go send that to security, and they will be out here shortly.
California may just be the place where Karens grow up.
And you are trash. You are garbage.
Are you on drugs?
No, I don't have to be on drugs. I'm smarter than you on your best day, you piece of shit. The way you are treating your children and animals makes me want to vomit.
Yeah, I got this.
You are sick.
And who are you?
I'm from California.
Insulting a worker's wage and being racist? This Karen really hit home.
$10 an hour for the bus company.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that.
Until the goddamn thing stops.
You're not gonna call somebody that word. I don't care who it is.
I don't care who you are.
Excuse me?
ASU is a shithole.
Why can't Karens just let people do their jobs? Is it really that hard?
Sorry. Hey.
Don't you dare touch that tree! Don't touch me!
our machine.
Get out of here with that machine! Right now! Get out of here! Get out! No! Don't do that! No, please!
Please go home.
No!
Employees are now fighting back this everlasting war on Karens.
Please step away from me. Please.
I'm waiting on the manager.
Okay, well, you can wait on the manager over there.
No, actually, I can't. You're recording me.
Yes,
and you clearly
I
said
need
that.
you to step away from me.
I'm a paying customer. I'm sorry, you're not. I have no idea what ho means or whore means.
What?
Don't talk to me.
Leave her alone. Obviously, she's got some mental issues. Leave
Oh,
her
it must
alone.
be.
Now the Karens are targeting disabled people? What's next?
Cousin, and tell me why this rude ass over here in this car starts harassing me and asking me if I'm handicapped. And then I pulled out my wheelchair and I asked her.
Just an average day at a local Chinese restaurant.
Hey, get over this counter and you're going to jail.
Subways are just one of the many habits of Karens, so beware.
We're gonna do really. There you go. Dance, devil. We're gonna see what's funny. Chink. Chink. Wow. Yeah, wow. I'm the wrong. Wow. You're gonna be crying in a minute. Woo. Yeah, exactly. Before me, but I'm gonna do dance.
Harassing and spitting at a Starbucks employee is how Karens show their love and support.
Okay.
Do not ever talk to me like that. Go die of brain cancer and don't ever talk to me like that, you stupid, ugly ass. Go stupid.
You feel?
I do feel good. Do you feel good? Who the hell are you to tell me to wear some clothes? You wear some clothes. Be professional. Don't tell someone to wear some clothes.
I find it hard.
Fuck yourself. Ugly ass.
We all know the best way to solve any conflict is by yelling through the car window.
You're on Facebook. 3 inches away from our car. I couldn't even get into my car. I had to climb over.
Oh, but you're sitting in it?
I had to climb over, dumbass. Did you not hear what I just said? God.
You post that, I will sue you, you stupid.
Go right ahead. I'll sue you because you can't post someone's face on the internet without permission.
I'm gonna go.
Don't you just love it when you got permission to do something, but then Karens get in the way? Like, god damn it, man.
The neighbor sent the email, he's doing the work today.
Yeah, he said that you'd be working. He didn't say that you'd be parking a piece of heavy machinery in front of my house.
Where can I park?
I don't give a shit. I just do not give a shit.
Your dad said it's okay. Your dad said.
No, I didn't care what my dad said. Move!
Your dad said okay.
Move! If you do not move, I will call the police.
This employee wasn't having it, and I commend him for that.
What's his name? What is his name? Because he is getting reported. What's your name? You're a piece of shit. You need to go. You piece of shit. Leave right now. Leave.
Wow, this Karen's life is so uneventful that she resorts to bothering street performers.
Can you move over? Can you please move over? Please? Please? Can you please leave? Can you please leave? Can somebody call the cops on her, please? Can somebody call somebody on her, please? Is it?
They should make a Karen daycare. I mean, considering the way they act like babies most of the time.
You are being hypocrites. You are approaching me in my vessel.
If you would just
and you
stop
are what?
talking
Your car
and
is running,
listen.
your door is open, you're recording me? Because this is all you know how to do is violate people's human spaces and
Actually,
human
we
rights.
don't. You're being really disrespectful.
No, I think I'm not. I think I'm within my vessel.
Can you
within
just
my
shut
rights.
up
No,
for a
I will
minute?
never shut up!
Okay, well,
You need to respect my personal space and leave me alone!
all we're doing is doing
Good
our
luck.
tires.
I want to see how that works for you.
Is it so hard to accept the fact that you have to wear a mask? I mean, seriously?
You could get an exception from the mask policy. So I wanted to see if that was true, you know, because I don't want to post something and then it turns out not to be true. So I went into Menards and I walked in, just like I am now. And of course, like, they had 2 staffers, like, staffing in the front of the door. And I said, hey, you know, that's nice, your corporate policy, but it doesn't, you know, whatever. You have a medical exception, and I got a medical exception, and I'd like to come shop.
Apparently the most obvious information was ignored by this male Karen. Pretty sure male Karens are now called Kevin.
Obviously from the front office, and those calls are recorded on recorded line. And I was told differently.
Dang, talk about the videos that could have ended up in a disaster. This SJW woman began vomiting, and then screamed at everyone around her when she was finished puking in a public area.
Oh, no. Oh, we should film it.
An equal rights! Oh my god! I believe that!
I don't believe in it.
Homophobia shouldn't be allowed! Oh my god! I believe that white men shouldn't dictate a woman's place in the world!
Who hasn't heard of an SJW's hatred for Republicans? They loathe them to the utmost extent humanly imaginable. But I'm sure Republicans are unconcerned about their hatred. However, there are times where SJWs lose their minds when confronted by a Republican, and this is one of them.
Cut square! Slash his throat! Every f***ing Republican! Suck my f***ing balls!
Say that one more time.
Slash Republican throats!
When this SJW senator had her time in Senate, she made a mistake that she could never forget.
Me through by not answering the question, by repeating processes which are not related to the question that I've asked.
What's mansplaining, Senator?
Well, it's the slightly patronising and condescending way that you're responding to my questions.
Well, I would suggest, Senator, that if you're putting the word man in front of some description of what I'm doing, you're doing that which I'm sure you're very much against, is making a sexist implication about how I'm conducting my role as a man.
Well, then the easiest way to do it...
Is that what you're saying, Senator?
Well, what I'm saying is that the way you've been responding to me has been patronising and condescending, and I have responded to that. So the easiest way to deal with this is not...
This SJW was debating how racism has thrived in America and how European countries are progressing better than the United States. She received a fast response as the individual seated next to her discussed how all the European countries she had mentioned were whiter.
To get that we should take responsibility for the system that we've created.
The best system in the world?
Oh, we do not have the best system in the world.
Who has a better system?
There are many European countries that are much better off than us.
Oh, you mean like the European countries with a higher density of whites, like Northern Europe?
That's one way to phrase it.
So the only time you can come up with a system that's better than America, it's a country that's more white than America.
A random person once accused Milo Yiannopoulos of being a white supremacist when he was speaking to an audience and the floor was up for debate. He didn't say it out loud and he kept his remarks to himself. But Milo overheard this and was furious.
Almost not as loudly as you said anything else, but under your breath you sort of said, "Oh, white supremacists, blah, blah, blah." You kind of wanted to get it under the radar. You wanted to say it without me having an opportunity to dispute it. F*** you. How dare you call me a white supremacist?
When the police refused to let her meet her son after he was detained, this lady became enraged. They created a huge fuss for a long time and she couldn't do anything since there were so many cops around.
No lie, why is there so much backup? No, this is whack. Like, look how many police cars there are. Like, it's a 12-year-old kid in the car. Like, this is so stupid. For what? Like, look at this. Look at this.
When the SJW saw a man wearing a MAGA cap, he got violent just as all of them do.
You ain't supporting shit. Bitch ass motherfucker.
Okay.
It's gonna go great in my.
Alright, have fun with it.
The interviewer was able to swiftly silence the social justice warrior with his sharp tongue and loud voice. And the SJW was seeking more individuals to back him up at the time.
He hates immigrants, but he's married to one.
Exactly, so why is he anti-immigrant?
Exactly, he's not!
That's not, yeah he is.
No, he's not.
All Mexicans.
Wrong.
No, he has.
Wrong.
Someone
pull it up, I don't know!
Tucker Carlson is a pro when it comes to dealing with SJWs. Therefore, when this pro-abortion SJW came to the show, he knew exactly how to deal with her.
Pleased and honored to be here today to have the conversation. I am so excited that we're here, and I am listening because that's my job. My job is to listen to the issues. My job is to listen and be a voice, and my job is to shut other white people down when they want to interrupt. My job is to shut other white people down when they want to say, "Oh no, I'm not prejudiced. I'm a Democrat. I'm accepting."
When the reporter questioned if the phrase "free the pussy" was sexist, the woman who was demonstrating in favor of feminism had no response.
Why don't you make America great?
It is great.
Let's keep America great.
Well, that's another slogan that he has. Yeah, that is the 2020 slogan. Keep America.
When a reporter questioned the teenager how Trump felt about immigrants, the teen did not know that Trump's wife was an immigrant herself, so he had to apologize in front of the camera for misreporting Trump facts.
He only likes his kind. If Trump only likes his kind, why'd he marry an immigrant? Oh, you see me, I ain't know that. That's just something new I just found out.
when she took an anti-abortion sign from several non-violent demonstrators, she was approached by a police officer who arrested her for theft. She sobbed, but she had no other choice except to cooperate with the cops.
Ma'am, you're about to walk right into a police officer who you're committing theft. Take your backpack off.
What?
You're under arrest for larceny. You admitted to taking a sign.
Well, all I did was I just walked it over here. I was gonna give it back to him.
Well, I don't know that, man. I didn't know that. I came over here and then you rested against the sign. So listen, we need to make this difficult and cause a scene. Take your backpack off, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
I cannot believe this is happening.
Right now I'm asking you to do that.
Is there something else that I can do?
No, I just told you you're under arrest. I cannot unarrest you, and a judicial official must do that. That's where we're gonna go from here.
This Karen made an innocent child cry.
It's okay. The pictures made me
if she splashes us, we'll call the cops through. But we just stand right here. No one's gonna touch this game, okay? I hope you're so proud of yourself.
What are you gonna do when it rains?
Exactly. When it rains, it rains.
Yeah. And this will be gone then too.
Yeah, and that's fine.
We don't want to have to look down at this mess.
So don't look at the mess.
We live here.
Don't look at the mess.
The age-old excuse of a Karen. I have a medical condition.
We apologize, but Yeltsin specifically is not allowing any customer or employee inside the store without a mask or some sort of sign.
Okay, so I need to talk to a manager
I
because...
will absolutely humbly go get a manager
Yeah.
for you if you'd like to hang out with me for
Awesome.
just a moment. If not, we can provide you with one.
I'm not wearing a mask.
Okay, understood. Allow me
Perfect.
just a moment and I'll
Go ahead.
reassure you.
Go ahead. Hi. Hi, I have a medical condition that I'm not allowed to wear a mask and I'm not required by HIPAA rule.
This Karen thinks that because her dad is black, she can't be racist.
Who's so nice? Is it the railroad company?
ILB, International Line.
Okay, because I don't know this guy. He's videotaping me and he looks creepy from Mexico. He's speaking broken English, La Migra.
Okay, that's super racist.
It's not racist.
It is racist.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I have a friend
Wow.
down the street. No, it's not. No, I've seen a guy beat up. No, it's not racist. My dad is black. My dad is black. I'm not racist. This guy's from Mexico. They punk people and they don't know everybody's goddamn illegal shit. You understand?
Yeah.
And my dad's black. Don't call me racist, asshole.
My family works in law.
Oh, okay. So what? I want to make sure.
This poor delivery guy got spat on by a Karen. Seriously, they don't get paid enough for this.
Do that again? I was delivering my pizza and what were you saying?
Get out of here.
Why?
This is private property and you're trespassing.
I'm delivering a pizza.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Request.
What is wrong with you? Will you please get out of my way? Are you serious?
Get out.
Once again, we have a Karen that can't be bothered to put a piece of cloth on her face.
The store can be shut down. The Walmart can be shut down and fined.
Okay. Who are you?
I've never met a Karen before, so I'm excited. I can't wait to put this on Twitter.
It is required, ma'am. You do have to wear a mask. Too bad I don't have my. You need to fix your hair. You put that on Twitter.
Good one. Showed me.
Yeah, you got a mask on. Don't be worried about me.
Hi, Karen. Bye, Karen. Never met a Karen before.
This Karen actually did put her mask on, just not correctly.
Everyone is required to wear a face covering over their nose and mouth at all times, except for children 2 years of age. If you do not have...
Apparently, just the term Karen can really stir them up.
Oh my gosh, you're doing exactly
Karen, lay off these guys. They're not doing anything.
You know what? Don't dare call me Karen.
But Karen, they're doing their job, Karen.
That's what you're doing.
They're doing their job,
I've seen
Karen.
these guys here other times.
You know what? I don't like them here.
Well, that's not your place to say
Yes,
what
it
you're
is.
here on.
I can say anything I want.
But then you're a Karen. And
You know
that's
what?
who you are.
That is that weird.
I could smell this Karen's breath from how close she got from the camera.
I'm grateful. You should be.
Then you shouldn't be giving me a hard time.
You're giving us a hard time. We'll work with you, ma'am. If you need to pull in here, I'll move out for you. No problem.
I need you to not beep all day.
It's not beeping right now. Have you been drinking?
Yes, I've been drinking. I've been drinking a whole lot.
Karens are now calling the cops on people picking up trash on the street.
Supposed to be sheltered in place. Go ahead, put me on social media. You're a little punk. Seriously? Seriously, I called the cops. I can't. What
Okay. So scary. But you leave us baby in the car too alone, right?
Can you just?
No, I'm dumb. I'm not the one who leaving a dog in the car alone.
Say, are you okay, Papa?
Like he's gonna answer you.
You know what? This guy's crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm a dog.
I feel pretty rough. I've got a very high temperature. Some aches, some pain, some shivers, cold in my extremities. It feels exactly like a cold, maybe a little bit worse. When I stand up, I feel like I'm going to fall over. I can't remember if I've ever had that. Never have had a cold before. I hope I've got it. I hope it is COVID. Because I'd rather have the antibodies in my blood than take the jabs. Anyone who knows my opinion.
This man not only said that he would rather have COVID-19 than get the vaccine, but he also said that he was miserable. He also had the guts to record this and put this up on Facebook so all the other anti-vaxxer friends can see the video and cheer him on. Now, this man ended up passing away due to the virus, and these were some of the last videos he's ever recorded. And with that in mind, just watch this.
Anyone who has followed my comments on my Facebook page knows what I feel about the jab. So this is an update on the vlog that I made yesterday. I've already posted on Facebook that last night was pretty dreadful. The symptoms that I had at 11:30 had massively ramped up. I don't know how long, probably about 6 hours I spent in a fetal position.
It gets to the point where the video is pretty hard to watch. This man is openly discussing how horrible the virus is making him feel, and yet still is refusing to get the vaccine or refusing to do so previously, and is now spending his nights in a fetal position because of all the pain he's going through.
No mask. I'm not fearing no fake ass disease. I lick toilets all day. We're here. We're gonna take the state back.
I need you to give a message to Biden right now.
Get out! Leave our country! Go back to China and smoke crack with your son, you scumbag!
Baby, 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 oh!
Katy Perry, you suck! You're a liberal! Get off American Idol!
Oh, you're telling me you want the vaccine?
Vaccine! The vaccine! Fuck vaccine! Biden!
On a lighter note, here are some more anti-vaxxers screaming at the camera. Now, notice how they all seem either drunk, high, or a combination of both of them. That's what being an anti-vaxxer turns you into. These people are also wearing their best t-shirts yet.
America's great!
Shit, what's going on, yo? Shit, I'm Black Lives Matter all day, yo. I don't know what the Confederate flags and all this other bullshit. I don't know what this, man. It look like racism to me, yo.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong.
I'm speechless. It was a beautiful song, and you did it so well. You are great. You're great. I love him. I love him.
This video keeps getting funnier and funnier as it goes on. This crowd of people that seem to have no idea what a vaccine even is, trying to explain why it's bad for you. And then you have the normal people that are just staring and making fun of them. If you happen to have an anti-vax rally near you, then go to it and take a video. Who knows, you might end up in one of our videos.
52 CIA memo says the aim is controlling an individual to the point where he will do our bidding against his will. A decision was made at the highest levels of the CIA to do testing on unwitting Americans.
His aim was to wipe the mind clean. Then he would implant new messages by forcing the patient to listen to.
Brace yourself, cause this might just be the cringiest and most disgusting thing in this entire video. This TikToker is comparing the work testing vaccine magnate to Martin Luther King. They're saying that being forced to either be tested or take the vaccine is the same kind of oppression that black people faced not long ago.
Repetition, as many as 250,000 times.
Programming your whole life. You don't even know it. They do it with your music, they do it with your TV, they do it with your movies, they do it with your games. They have been programming us and programming you since you were little, and you don't even
know it because you don't even question.
These people are ridiculous. Imagine going to your local Applebee's and seeing this dude with his phone out, comparing wearing masks and being vaccinated to the most racist laws in the world. This is the kind of logic used by these kind of people, and it is very, very scary. No rational, functioning person should even try to compare the Jim Crow's law to a mask mandate. These anti-vaxxers want something to complain about, and something to make them feel oppressed.
Vaccines are far from being safe. You need to start doing real journalism here, because you know what? Children are dying. Children are dying, and they have myocarditis coming down. How many sports athletes, young sports athletes, have dropped dead in the last week from these jabs? They're far from safe, ma'am. You need to start doing real journalism and real reporting.
Can you please not interrupt me? Well, I'm happy to talk to you.
In case the last clip wasn't enough, this one just takes the gold medal. This woman interrupted a live broadcast talking about the vaccine and encouraging people to take it. She completely harasses this reporter and yells they need to do some real journalism. I'm surprised that this reporter didn't say anything too harsh to this woman. Most people would have been absolutely livid.
Don't interrupt me and come up to me like that when I'm on TV.
Oh, I was just standing behind you until you said that they were safe. Stop propaganding. Stop spreading lies. These are not safe. Children are dying. And right now, Health Canada is trying to decide whether to jab our 5 to 11-year-olds. And by you telling everybody it's safe, you're spreading lies and misinformation. How about you get real doctors on CTV and get the real facts? How about you start asking the hard questions?
Not only does she claim that the children are dying due to the vaccine, which is completely an oxymoron and quite ironic, but she also claims that the news hires fake doctors. She yells, "Get some real doctors," as if the news stations go through the process of hiring fake doctors to spread the quote-unquote vaccine propaganda. This is so funny and so disturbing at the same time, because some of these same people are voting for the next president of the United States.
We're going to find our knee-high socks, and then we'll be on our way.
And then we'll be on our way.
With that left finger on it and see what happens. You don't have enough people. Oh, I need it. And whatever I do to you after that will be justified. Because we haven't broken any policy.
We haven't broken any policy or
and you
law.
can't cite anything that I breached. And I'll subpoena the video camera footage. And not only will you lose your job, not only will you never get another job as a rent-a-cop again, you'll be charged. No, it's not. You know what it is? It's me trying to... So I'm going to make a point. It's cool. He wants to make a point. I'm going to make a bigger point.
Be careful. SJWs now come in packs.
Get out of here. Park that shit up. Park that shit. It's time to go. It's time to go. Park that shit up. It's not high. It's time to go. Park that shit up.
The thing is, they got nothing to say now, which is so funny.
No, because when I was here, you had a lot to say. You said racism did not exist, segregation did not exist. Everybody had you say that shit. You're what are you complaining? What are you complaining? You're proud.
This guy got mad because of a sign.
Now! Back off right now!
You!
Take a hike!
You call yourself Christian!
Mark. Look, they're not important.
I don't like you!
You don't touch him!
Mark, don't worry about it.
You!
Mark, please, I said stop. This man assaulted me.
It's clear these SJWs wanted attention. They could have gotten what they wanted.
One of the most progressive cities in the United States of America.
We want an opportunity to address. We want an opportunity on the mic.
Well, ask him.
Get him in check or we're shutting this event down now. If you do not listen to her, your event will be shut down right now. Right now. Your decision. Make a decision now.
We are going to let you on the mic. Okay. All right, so we are trying to be reasonable. We are trying to be reasonable. We are trying to be reasonable.
We are reasonable.
We are trying. We're gonna let you on.
Now SJWs have escalated to a point where causing fire hazards are acceptable.
Gotta walk through. See, he has my medication.
I'm holding the line right now, okay? I'm holding the line right now. Stop, okay? Just don't move, okay? Put your hands down and chill out.
It's a fire hazard blocking the whole thing. Stopping a panel is a fantastic way of protesting peacefully, is what they thought.
Nothing happened. I mean, hello, darling. Sir, please, do you need some help? Sir, please. Need some help? Sir, please.
We'd like to ask you to please.
Sir, please.
Can we ask you to stop, please?
Sir. Sir.
We good.
Yet another group of people who think shutting down a panel will make them look good.
Get out! Yo, you're a baby!
Citing a law that hasn't been enforced for over 100 years shouldn't be your best move.
Demands that schools be segregated by race. If it weren't for the federal government, there would only be white people in this room.
I will admit to you, okay, so a couple of fundamental assumptions, okay? I'm going to admit I have not read the Constitution of the state of Alabama, so I don't know the provision that you are talking about. I will assume that it says what you say it says for the purposes of this conversation. If in fact there's a provision in the state law of Alabama that says that segregation is mandated by law, of course that's racist, that's Jim Crow, and that would be institutional racism. The point that I'm making is that there are a lot of black people in this room today because the institutional racism that you are decrying was in fact wiped out at the legal level by the federal government in the 1960s. So if you're citing a law from 1873 or 1865, whenever the Constitution embedded segregation, if you're citing that law to prove institutional racism and that law has not been applied for 50 years, you're going to need to do better.
Apparently, this SJW doesn't think mistakes can be corrected.
Rationality and a good discussion, a lot of reasonable stuff. But it was curious, when you were talking, I didn't hear any science. I didn't hear any rational discussion. And if you want to have rational discussion, say about, I don't know, climate change or transgenderism, I actually have studies here. I mean, that would take too much time, but I don't know how much you'd be interested in that.
Give an example of a lie that I said.
The 6,000 kids you said that were given hormone blockers because of some trans conspiracy.
I corrected that the next day when the news was corrected.
Yeah, well, corrected, but it was in the study. You said it was a trans activist or some trans conspiracy.
No, I said it was a drug that was used for transgender kids, which is true. And I said that it had caused 6,000 deaths, which is true. But what I misspoke and what was misreported in the news is that all 6,000 were kids. And that obviously was not true. And I corrected it on my show the next day.
You can't dispel the rationality here. It's your responsibility.
Well, I think it's very rational to correct yourself when you make a mistake. And that's why I do it every time I can.
So asking where someone was born is now considered microaggression.
Qualifications aren't really the only thing you should consider when hiring someone.
If you're saying that the most qualified person is someone who is not a minority, you're not of a religion you believe in, then yes, that'd be a microaggression.
Saying God bless you after somebody sneezes.
Oh, that would be a microaggression because of different religions.
Yeah, it could be a microaggression to someone who doesn't believe in God.
I think that the harm there is relatively minimal.
Okay. So there's still some harm though.
What is up with college kids and interrupting conversations?
Some opinions that you'd like to voice?
No,
Yeah, we actually have a lady there who disagrees with me on probably nearly everything, but we're having a productive discussion. Why do you think you can't?
Really, a productive discussion where you make all the questions and she has to unpack all the questions.
No.
Oh, really?
Would you like to ask me questions?
Really?
Yeah, would you like to ask me questions? You can sit down right after Maddie. Just don't...
Here's the question. Why are you a mouthpiece for the alt-right?
What's the alt?
Why are you a gateway point for alt-right politics?
How so?
Oh, how so? How so?
Dude, I listen to Steven all the time and I'm not right.
No, you're a Nazi, remember? Yeah, he's one of those notorious black Nazis. I don't understand the question. Let me ask this. You said you watched...
Who would have guessed that SJWs would be trying to shut down a conversation?
Right next to the giant, I don't know, wild boar I couldn't see who said there's no such thing as fat chicks. Guess what? If you think there aren't, you are one, okay? Did he just make a fat joke? Yeah, I did. And no, it's okay, because I got some here. So pass and a fat pass today. We wanted to come out here and tell a few jokes. We wanted to have a thoughtful discussion. We want an open conversation of ideas. You guys can't be grown adults enough to literally wait 10 minutes to the point where we open the floor. And unlike leftists, guess what? We don't try and ban you when your speakers come to school. We don't show up and protest and call them, oh, shut up, you just got...